I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Here's what's happening on the farm today. Feeding bottle babies. So it's something we had to work out on our own. This is about a farmer making a decision, a tough decision.
I swear that lamb spends his entire life in the manger. Yeah, it's what you put into it, it's what you get out of it, eh?
And this is why Suffolk lambs are such fast growers. They'll do anything to get to the food. As you know, every day starts off with feeding bottle babies. But today, we got a lot of bottle babies in different areas, so we're gonna see how they make out. These guys all know where their bottles are though. Okay, this is the routine now for feeding the bottle babies in the coveralls. These are the ones that we just brought over. So of course, not all of them know to come over here to get the bottles. So what I do is I bring the buckets over from the main barn and they're filled with the bottles. I load up the bottle holders. They're growing bigger now, so I space the bottles every other hole so that they have lots of room and aren't crowded and fighting at the feeders so much. And it's in a heat wave again, so it's really hot. So we had to take some of our winter clothes off. Yeah, Arnie's undoing the curtains. It's getting pretty warm. Really nice weather, but way too warm for March in eastern Canada. But we're not going to complain now because March is usually a really brutally cold month, so it's kind of nice in a way, scary in another way. So there's about 7 bottle babies that have the bottles down pat. So they'll go to the bottle holder, including the little white one with the injured leg. They'll sit there and will drink their whole bottle. Others will start on the bottle in the feeder and then see me there. And they'll think that maybe it would be better to be around me. And then there's others that are kind of slow. And if I were Arnie, I would put all the bottles in there and walk away. And for a few days, there'd be lots of leftover milk. But after that, probably all the sheep would drink from the holders. But I guess I got a little bit of OCD and I have to have everything in order and I have to make sure every lamb has its little suckle so that nobody falls apart. The nice thing about this pen is I can sit in the feeders and feed them, but some of them literally don't want the bottle at all, like that little white lamb that's jumping on me. He has no intention of having a bottle. He doesn't take a bottle, but he's just needy. He's looking for attention, and those are the ones that make things difficult because they're jumping on you and knocking the ones that actually do want to try get a bottle off the bottle. So it can be really annoying. But for the first day in this barn, they actually did pretty good. And all the milk was drunk, so I know that everybody got fed. And over the next few days, as I see that they're getting stronger, I will just leave the bottles in the holders and walk off and leave them to it. But until I feel confident that they're okay, whether they get it or don't, I'm gonna do a little more hands-on. And while I'm over here, then I head on to the back, clean the drinkers, tap down the salt and minerals, and then I'll go over to the other side, do the exact same thing over there. And that's chores in this barn done. Okay, we've been holding off having this discussion because we wanted to wrap our heads around it first, and we didn't want judgment and people telling us what to do and that we were doing it wrong, because it's kind of a moral dilemma. So it's something we had to work out on our own. So what happened, I think this is the lamb, the one that's lying down. And a few of you have picked her out in videos where you saw her limping. What happened, for those of you who follow our videos every single day, during lambing and not during lambing, you may recall about a month and a half ago, Arnie had a lamb born at night, and he says this is the biggest Dorset lamb we've had yet this year. And the mom was just laying there, and he kind of had to pull her the rest of the way out. And he says, "Wow, she's the biggest ever." And he took her in the jug and did his regular routine with her. And then all of a sudden he abruptly cut it short. Well, he abruptly cut it short because he discovered something that he hadn't noticed originally. She was born missing half a leg. It's a birth defect. Is it from a disease from those mosquitoes, or is it just a naturally occurring birth defect? We don't know. But we left her in the jug and we thought, oh my God, what are we going to do? And we thought, well, we're going to have to bottle feed her. I wonder if the Misfits farm would like to take her over. So the next day we went in. I did put in a call to them, but when I went to the jug, there was the lamb standing up, nursing off mom. They were totally bonded, having no problem nursing, and this was her only lamb. So we talked it over, and Misfits Farm said they'd take her. But originally we thought we'd be just giving her the lamb, and we were going to let the mom dry up. But because now the lamb was actually mobile enough and smart enough to be nursing, and mom loved her, now the bond had formed, and we didn't want to break that. So we told the Misfits that they could have the ewe for free and take the lamb as well, and they wouldn't have to bottle feed it either. But they didn't have space for the ewe. So we decided to keep them. We didn't want to split them up. And we wondered if she was going to be able to walk and be mobile as she grew older. So we've been dwelling with this dilemma. She's not a pet at all because, yeah, like I say, she's with her mom. She's not a bottle baby, and just has never become tame. But she is disabled. But we were going to wait till we had a definitive answer, because, I mean, if her disability is causing her grief, we're going to have her put down. But if she seems to be healthy and happy, we're probably going to end up keeping her, and she's going to be like a mascot until the disability does get the better of her, or she dies, whatever happens. But anyway, Arnie let the lamb out of the bag by showing the lamb races, and you'll see the lamb races at the end of this video, and she can keep up with the rest of them. I don't know if we can get her up. Hi, sweetheart, is it you? Is it you? And see, I didn't even dock her tail because I thought that she was going to die. And as you can see there, she's got up to her elbow, and then she's got a little stub after the elbow. So she can balance and stuff with that leg. And it doesn't look really nice. But does anyone missing a limb really look nice? But it's how mobile she is. And she goes to the feeder with everyone. She runs with everyone. She nurses. So far, she does everything with everyone, and she's adapted to her disability. But we thought people might criticize us for this and say that we're being cruel. And if it comes to a point where we do think she's suffering, we will have her put down. But right now, it doesn't look appealing, but she, like I say, she acts normally. So this isn't about judgment. This is about a farmer making a decision, a tough decision. And this is where we're at right now. And so I've been calling her Peggy, because she's got a peg leg. There she is. Hi, sweetheart. You're beautiful. She's the one right back here. So she, of course, does lay down a little more than the others. But otherwise, you can see she's got her buddies and everything. And who knows, it may come to the point where the misfits say now that she's weaned, they'll take her, in which case she'll go live at a rehab farm. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is what happens. Yes, we have discussed it with the vet too. So her leg is at such a position that putting something on there, it's like right at the joint, it's not practical. So she's gonna be three-legged. There's plenty of three-legged animals around, and that's what we're gonna do. If she goes to the Misfits farm and they can figure out something, but the vet didn't think it was really practical to do anything either, so we just left her the way she is. So the rams are out of this barn now. This is all the ewes, and you can see, I don't know if it's evident on the camera how much narrower this barn is, but that's why we don't tend to put moms and lambs in here, because we want the moms and lambs to have as much space as possible. So usually only open sheep are in this barn. This morning we open the gate for the Dorset lambs, but only 2 have wandered out so far. This 88, she's such a hunky little girl, and she's got a sister too. Hi. Hi. How you doing? You left the door open on purpose, right? You left the door open on purpose, right?
Not really.
No?
What are you doing, buddy? I'm just feeding the bale of hay here tonight. I think it's around 9 o'clock tonight. I had to feed them late because they had to finish up what they had, and I couldn't roll a bale over top of what was left. It's too hard to push over that. So yeah, normally I wouldn't feed at 9 o'clock, but I'm fine with that. So just checking all the lambs out. They all look great. Hey, buddy. So I'm just gonna finish pushing this bale out right here. Yeah, it's a little dark right here because my one light right there is burnt out. There's something wrong with it. Hey, boys. How's it going? How's it going? Hey? How's it going? Oh, there's Lad's son right there. Little spotted one. That's him there. Hey, buddy. You're looking pretty big. Hey? Maybe we'll weigh you in a couple days. Hey. I don't know. Lynn says that Lad's son there can't get through the bars anymore. I don't know. Oh, really? He's a vicious guy. Definitely a thick ram. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. Oh, you're such a good guy. Hey, he's round. Whoa, round. That's actually a female right there. Well, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to start weighing you guys. See what you guys weigh. They sit here and eat all night, eh? That light actually stays on right there, and they'll eat all night. So they got a little grain left over. I want them to clean it up, so they're not going to get any more grain until they clean it up. That's Lad's son right there. There he is. He should probably have his lamb vac 6 shot right now before he dies. Oh, there's a nice big female right there too. So what I do is when I'm rolling out the round bale, I save that little core because that's second cut alfalfa. So that probably weighs about 200 pounds, maybe 150 pounds. So I'm going to try to carry that over to the feeders for the Dorsets, and then I'll roll it out on top of that blue feeder, and they'll have their own hay. Because as you can see, that little Dorset lamb there is having a good time eating that bale. That's 77. I swear that lamb spends his entire life in the manger. So these rams are having a good time, eh? Fighting. Yeah, they're getting heavy. I'm afraid pretty soon we're going to have to make some nasty decisions on these sheep. Well, it's a perfect temperature, eh? Here they come back. Couple late ones there. Yeah, you gotta worry if you're a late lamb and you're coming and you're going one way while the crowd's going the other way. You want to make sure you don't get trampled. Yeah, I think. Go the other way! Go the other way! Oh, that actually is a lamb with only a half a leg. This little lamb right there, that little lamb right there, was born with only half a leg. We didn't have the heart to put it down, so I don't know what's going to happen with that lamb now. Yeah, these guys had their mouth open. They're actually they're a little disorganized. Anyways, so I'm going to attempt to carry this little bale right here all the way over there, which is about 80-90 feet. It's really going to help my back. So there's the bale, and I'll show you what I do. A few minutes ago there was no sheep at all in here, but yeah, they love that. They love that wrap hay, eh? Wrap it was actually this piece here. This piece here is actually pure alfalfa. They can tell. Hey, buddies. Now they'll spend a few hours here eating away. Nice ram. Yeah. Well, there's one there a lot smaller, but it's actually it's probably a month younger, but it's actually a real nice lamb too. Yes. So there they are. There's 68 right there. There's 68. These are chunky little guys. And there's a little tick. Number Number 6 right there, real nice female right there. Yeah, some nice sheep in here. But you can see I rolled the bale out and look, they're all eating. Well, actually the suffolks are eating now too. Yeah, it's what you put into is what you get out of it, eh? And there's a halter I just found in the ground. So I guess I'm going to call that an evening. And it's going to be good night from Ewetopia Farms. And hope to see you in the morning.